Hello, everybody. It's so nice to see so many of you, so many filmmakers and jury members on the screen. And hopefully people that I cannot see are seeing us on YouTube now and later on. So today, as everybody knows, we will reveal the winners of the Paperbird Awards 2023. So I am Lydia Papadimitriou, and I am the festival director. People already on the call already know, but audiences may not know that well, that this is a festival organized in the context of an MA film course. So the programmers of this festival are MA students who also are trailer editors, social media content creators, PR professionals, Q&A hosts, and many other things. But while the festival is embedded in an educational context, it takes place just as most film festivals. In other words, we invite filmmakers, student filmmakers from around the world to submit their films, your films now, from the ones who are here, filmmakers who are here, basically. And then we do everything we can to host them online in the most accessible and appealing way possible to reach both new and established audiences. So this year we had submissions from 95 countries around the world, from Indonesia to Ecuador, Poland to New Zealand, Singapore to the United States, and much more. Our program represents films from 19 countries, and we have so far reached audiences from 31 countries. So we're quite proud of this international dimension, which we want to encourage and expand even more. Now, before saying any more about the festival or this event, I just want to pass you on to Martin Jones, the film festival coordinator, whose work has been absolutely essential to make this happen. Martin is not only responsible for all the technical side of the fest, in other words, from the website to the live stream to creating animations for the trailers and much more, but also for communicating with filmmakers. I think most filmmakers here have had, many exchanges with him, and supporting the students with all technical and creative needs. So, Martin, tell us a few things if you want.
Thank you very much, Lydia. This is my first year as festival coordinator, and it's really been an incredible experience so far. As Lydia's already kind of alluded to, our core values for the festival are really to provide visibility, I think, to some of the most talented emergent student filmmakers from across the globe, and it's really been a privilege to be surprised and to be challenged and to really be moved by a lot of this year's submitted films, and it's been a really strong programme. The quality of filmmaking we've had this year has been exceptional, and as such it's been quite competitive trying to initially programme the festival, and I can only imagine the kind of conversations that the judges and the jury have kind of had about discussing this year's categories. But as well, it's also been really good to work alongside the MA students, and I think as the festival's progressed, their continued hard work and their enthusiasm for taking part in the festival, it's really driven the festival forward, and that's something I'm immensely proud of, and I think they all should be immensely proud of it as well, as should all of the filmmakers who've taken part as well. It's difficult to kind of put your work in front of a lot of people and have people discuss it, so that takes a lot of bravery, and I think we should kind of commend everybody for that. But yeah, thank you very much. That's enough from me, and I'll pass you back to Lydia, who will tell you a little bit more about today's proceedings and also the festival.
Thank you so much, Martin. That's great. Yeah, just to give you a little bit of background, I'm not going to keep you too long with background, but just a few things. This year we've had 1,421 film submissions, of which the student programmers, who actually watched them all, selected 42 films. So you can see the category, the ratio between submissions and selections is quite high, and the categories, of course, that we organize them in were documentary, animation, fiction, and experimental. Now, experimental is a new category that the student programmers insisted this year we should add, after being inspired by some of the films that broke narrative and genre conventions, and that, basically they had not been kind of familiar with. They thought they needed their own category to basically be celebrated mostly. So that's how experimental emerged as a category. This means that this is the first year we have 4 juries, and of course 4 Paperbird Awards to announce today. So just a few things about White Paper Bird Award. This is a name that we came up the first year of this festival with, in fact, one of the jurors, who I will explain a bit who it is that is in this team as well, now is in the jury this year, who used to work with me. We decided to call it Paper Bird Award for two reasons. One is because we're based in Liverpool, and the other one is because we're based in a university, LJMU University, and I'll explain why. So the thing about Liverpool, which connects to the university as well, is that the liver bird is a symbol, a bird, a mythical bird, is the symbol of both the city and the university. So that's why we thought it has to be connected to our awards. Why white paper? Well, there were two reasons for that. First is because as we are a university-based festival, and traditionally degrees and awards are represented on paper, we thought that is kind of another representation of an award of kind, provided and given by a university. But secondly, well, we thought actually, if we don't call it paper, what would we call it? Could we call it golden bird? Well, that would be a bit cheeky because we're not going to actually give you anything really golden. So we thought, let's be honest, at least. We cannot give you anything golden, so we might as well, represent ourselves more to something that is more closer to what we are, a paper. So we thought paper bird. So that's, the background to the name. Now, since last year, actually, the first year we had a different kind of a different design that a student actually had done, but the student left, so we couldn't really reproduce it every year. So last year we decided with my then coordinator, myself, to come up with another scheme, and this is what we came up with. So it's like kind of origami type of bird. These are two of the awards, and these are the other two of the awards that filmmakers are going to receive. I just wanted to show them to you because I don't think we've had enough visibility. The idea is each color represents, of course, each strand, and the origami is the symbol, if you want, for the award. They're not made from paper. It would have been nice, but they're not. They actually are 3D printed. But that's where we're at with our design of the awards for now. And winning filmmakers, you let us know. We cannot give them to you. We cannot hand them on to you now, but we will send them to you afterwards. So that's the story behind the awards. So let's finally move to the films and go closer to the awards themselves. But I will delay you a little bit more because before focusing onto each category, I'd like us to see the overall trailer for the festival. The festival that represents all the strands, which was created by one of our multi-talented students, Magic Novak. I mean, you may have already watched it because we've been playing it on the website as a loop. And perhaps if you were following us on TikTok or on Instagram, you may have also seen the vertical version of this trailer. But let's see it once more because it really gives a nice feel of the festival and of the films that have been selected by our student programmers. Trailer. Yeah, that was a trailer, as I said before, made by Magic Novak. Now, as I mentioned before, this year we have 4 strands, 4 juries, and therefore 4 sets of winners to announce. Now, each of our juries, many of whom have joined us in this call and are with us here, is made up of a combination of established industry professionals, last year's Paper Bird winners, and final year film studies students at LJMU. So I will invite the jurors of each category who are here to present the awards that they decided on. In spite of the very high quality of the competing films, the juries decided to award not only Paper Bird Awards for the category, but also further special mentions. I'm sure that I would express, or rather I express the feeling of many of the team working behind the scenes, and possibly some of the jurors, that we think many more films would deserve awards, but unfortunately we can have only so many winners. We've done our best there. So before further ado, let's move on to the first category, documentary. From a total of 252 documentary film submissions, our programmer selected 11 films from 9 different countries. Again, for a little taster of our program, we will start with a trailer of the documentary film Strand, which Martin's going to play now. So that was the documentary trailer. There is again a vertical version as well of the documentary trailer that you can see on our social media. Now, let me pass you on to the members of the documentary jury who are with us today. We have 2 of the 3 members of the jury. We have Raluca Iacob, who is a documentary film purchaser for specialized sales agent Lightbox. Sorry. We have Rosa Fong, who is a filmmaking lecturer with us at Liverpool John Moores University. And we have Marnie Thornton, who's not here at the moment, who is a final year film study student who also joined the team. So the 3 of them made the decision about this year's award winners, and I'll pass them on to them to present.
Hello, and a very big welcome to you all to this 3rd film festival at Liverpool John Moores University. As everybody says, the selection was of a very high standard, and we were really impressed by not only the diversity of the topics that came in, but actually the diversity of the documentary film form as well. There are some really unique approaches to documentary filmmaking, and people's individual voices, the filmmakers' individual voices, came across with real passion. So it was quite a hard selection, but we did finally agree on a couple of films, and I would like to just talk about the film that we selected for special mention. Now, this film we selected for its clear focus and the universality of the subject matter, and for the potential of this young filmmaker going forward. They observe with candour and simplicity the daily resilience of women, and in fact any women in any cultures or any walk of life. So we would like to award the special mention to the film Resilience, and directed by Pierre Maurice Lopi.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Rosa. Unfortunately, Pierre is not with us at the moment, so we cannot hear anything from him. Pierre did join us at the documentary Q&A, and that was really nice to see him there. So I hope we can reach him very soon and inform him of the good news, because he doesn't actually know about this yet. So thank you so much about this decision, and I'll pass on to Raluca now, who can announce the winner of the Paper Bird Award.
Yes, sure. Hi, everyone. Before I announce the Paper Bird Award for Best Documentary, I just want to say a big congratulations to all the filmmakers. We were absolutely stunned by your work, and just to tell you to keep going, and can't wait to see what you do next. And congratulations to the whole team for a very strong selection. And now for the announcement of of the award. Brave and powerful film that builds from each individual story narrated from off screen into a chorus of women's experiences of sexual violence. For the strong artistic sharpness of a talented young filmmaker and the thoughtful construction of the narrative that allowed us to become invested in the stories. The Paper Bird Award for Best Documentary goes to Cordula Rieger for the film The Gallery. I hope I said your name right.
Congratulations, Cordula. This is going to be yours. I'll pass you on to say a few things now. It's a shame we cannot hear any actual applause. We cannot do that virtually very well, but you can imagine it, and it's certainly with you. So you can say a few things if you wish.
Yeah, I just really want to say thank you, and I think it's such a in a way, thank you for understanding the film, and I think an award is also a way to kind of like the subject of the film is really hard, and it was also hard to make this film since it's about sexualized violence, and we made this film also with a group of people we feel really close to, and so I think it's giving a little bit of strength, but I think mostly also I wanted to thank all the other filmmakers and the festival in general and the jury, because I think it's also a nice place to show like student films. I think it's always when we start making films, we're experimenting a lot, trying a lot, and it's nice to kind of see the work of others, and it's really enriching. And I was happy to meet you all, and maybe soon in person would be nice. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Cordula. This is really great. And I have to say, one of the things about your film, which makes me particularly happy that it's won. I mean, as you say, I think many, and I believe many of the films here deserve to be awarded. But your film is distinctive because it actually talks about a very crucial and politically important aspect. And also, you have experimented with form in an interesting way, which I think is also, worth highlighting. So, congratulations from everybody here. So thank you, everybody. Let's move on now to the next category. But first, yes. Right. The next category we're going to present now is animation. So animation, for the strand of animation, we had 346 submissions. And our programmer selected 16 films, and in total, these were from 10 different countries. So as before, we're going to show first the trailer for our program, which was for the animation program, which was made by another of our very talented students, Lauren Wright. So we'll play the trailer now. So yes, this was the animation trailer made by Lauren Wright, who, by the way, animation filmmakers who are here, we met her perhaps yesterday because we had the Q&A and she was hosting the Q&A. So this is who made the trailers as well. Right. So to move on to the winners, I will pass on to the animation jury. In fact, we only have one member of the animation jury here. We have Roderick Smith, who's an academic researcher focusing on distribution and festivals. The other two members of the jury who are not here with us, unfortunately, is the winner of last year's animation Paper Bird for Best Animation, who's called Peter Bogio from Hungary, and James Sharp, who's a final year film studies student. So I'll pass on to Roderick to present the winners. We cannot hear you, Roderick. You have to unmute yourself.
Okay. Thank you, Lydia. Yeah, in general, we were also very excited about all the submissions. It was a very diverse range of quality animation films, and we were impressed with the quality of the visuals, the animation techniques being used, and the stories that were told. So big congratulations to everyone involved. It was a very difficult process to make a selection, but we selected 3 shorts in particular. 2 films get a special mention, and of course we have 1 winner. The first special mention is made by Nicolette Fabian from Hungary. She made a short called Resting Fog. Resting Fog is an original exploration of life cycles, movements, rotations, and connections between the past and the present. It uses a rotoscope technique to tell a story based on silhouette block figures that allow themselves to drift away from light into darkness. And in that way, we can immerse ourselves in the melancholic atmosphere of the space. So we were very impressed by that one, particularly for the technique being used.
Roderick, well, let's see. Nicolette is here, so perhaps she wants to say a few things.
Sure.
Hello,
Hi.
Nicolette.
Hi, everyone.
We cannot see. Oh, you can see you now.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Congratulations for this. Are you okay to say a few things or not?
Thank you so much.
That's good.
I sorry, I don't have words.
I know, and I know you had an interpreter friend with you yesterday. So, but that's great. Very nice to have you here, and congratulations again. That's good. Very beautiful film you made. We talked, and we heard a few things about it, quite a lot about it yesterday at the Q&A as well. So, Roderick, perhaps you might want to watch the Q&A if you haven't already. It was very good. So, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
The second special mention is made by Juanse Sebastian Bossano from Spain. The short is called The In-Between, and The In-Between draws on ongoing debates and public concerns about the issue of mental health. Through the impressive use of mise-en-scène and sound, it creates a mystical and frightening effect that draws attention to the process of thinking, caring, and investing time and energy in creative works and the difficulties associated with the production and delivery of such works. So, congratulations.
Congratulations, Juanse. Do you want to say a few things?
Thank you. Just saying that I do make this film with a love for animation and for all the struggles we live, and yeah, I'm very happy to be mentioned here. It's an honor. So thanks a lot.
Yes, and then Juanse also joined us yesterday. He talked a bit more about his film as well, and it was really, really nice to see you here as well, and be able to well, hopefully. To see you enjoy your award, basically. So that's good. Great to have you here. Thank you. So, Roderick, who is
the winner, the ultimate video. Yeah, also a very impressive video. A video by Marta Snizek and Christian Sperling. It's called Small Hours. Small Hours reminds of themes of collectiveness and connectivity as life unfolds through time and space. Through the use of a split screen approach, frame structure, windowed editing, and melodic sounds, we are able to understand the small wonders of life found in the world today through a narrative of distinct perspectives, and we wander peacefully from one impression to another and forget about the complexities of everyday life. So congratulations to both of you.
congratulations! Really, really congratulations, many. So I'll pass you, let's say, the microphone. You can say a few things about the your film. Really beautiful, very touching, a very, very special film in many ways. So, yeah, don't know if you want to say a few things.
Yeah, I'll say a little bit. I had so much to say, and now that this happened, I just forgot everything. So I really want to thank the whole festival. It's honestly such an incredible festival. You guys put in so much work into it, to the trailers, graphic design. It's such high quality, and I really hope all of you, the entire team, the creative team, will get to do this in the future for many, many more years. So just really, really well done. It's a beautiful festival, and obviously we are delighted with the beautiful paper bird that I really hope will fly over to Ireland and we'll get to put it on our shelf. So just thank you so, so much. This has truly made my year. So thank you.
Sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you. Don't know if Christian wants to add something or not, but
yeah, no, just to reiterate, thanks. Thank you to the festival, thank you to the jury, to all the other films. Marsh and I, we were watching them online. They're all incredible. The lineup this year is just absolutely phenomenal, and to be chosen amongst a competition like this is it's a huge honor, and we thank you all so very much. And everyone deserves, it's a cliche, I know, but everyone deserves a serious round of applause for all the work they put in. So well done.
thank you so much. Very kind of both of you. And I just want to add something that I learned yesterday from the Q&A as you were there, that we have in common, we being the festival and you, your film. We both started in the pandemic, because you said that you made your film in the pandemic, and our festival took the form it took in the pandemic, because we started, we made the whole thing online for obvious reasons, but then we decided it works, so we carry on. So there you are. So all the positive, things that the pandemic brought. So good. Right. Let's sorry.
Diamonds are made under pressure.
There you are. I like that. Thank you. Right. So thank you very much, Roderick, as well. And these are the Paper Bird Award winners from the animation strand 2023. Congratulations to everybody. So let's move on to the last two remaining two categories, experimental and fiction. Now, whilst we do have two separate awards for experimental and fiction, experimental, as I mentioned earlier, is a new category. And in fact, it happens that the same programmers who selected for the fiction films selected the experimental ones, because it was them who said, well, we actually need a special strand for this category. So let's start by highlighting the experimental strand and begin once again with the trailer, which was edited this time by James Roberts, another of our very, very talented MA students. And this strand, I want to add only that it consists of fewer films. We only had 5 experimental films in the strand, 5 films from 4 countries. So Martin, you can play the trailer now, if that's okay. Great. Yes, this was the trailer made by James Roberts. There is also a vertical trailer made by another student. Again, please feel free to explore, because this is work that our filmmaker students of the MA made, so it's worth highlighting them too. But important thing today is to announce the winners. And once again, I will pass on to the jury members who are here to do so. The jury members who are here are, first of all, Lars Coens, experimental filmmaker himself, who now teaches at Nottingham Trent University, and who is the person who, with whom we came up with the idea of the Paper Bird, who was, absolutely crucial in making this happen in the first year. We basically came up with everything about this festival together with Lars. So in the midst of the pandemic, with the students working online. So it was, really an experience I don't think anybody will forget, or none of us will forget. So it's really lovely to be able to have you back for the experimental strand, which I'll give a little anecdote as well. The first year, Lars and I thought we can have an experimental strand, but somehow our students that year weren't, and I think the selection, the submissions we had this year, this combination of the interest of our students, the submissions meant that the experimental strand that year didn't materialize. So now this year, finally, we have it back from, popular demand, if you want. So I thought who else best to invite to be the jury member than Lars himself. So that's how he's here. So apart from Lars, the other member of the jury who is here is Ethan Blow, who is one of our level 6 undergraduate students, final year undergraduate students. And the third member of the jury was also an undergraduate student, Phoebe Harrison, but Phoebe is not here with us now. Of course, we don't have a prior winner because it's the first time we have the strand. So I'll pass on to Lars, I think, first to announce.
Yeah, I will do the announcement of the special mention, and then Ethan will announce the winner of the Paperbird Award. So yeah, I was indeed very happy to see the addition of an experimental film strand to this festival. There can never be enough experimentation in film and art, of course. So yes, it's my hope that this experimental film strand will kind of remain part of this festival. So yeah, we would like to give the special mention to an audiovisual gem that is testimony to the fact that abstract experimental film is still relevant today, as it has always been from the very first years of avant-garde cinema, because it engages with the ecological crisis through abstract imagery with great sound design as well. So the special mention goes to Beth Walker with her film Beneath.
Congratulations, Beth. Beth is with us.
Congratulations. So I will pass on to Ethan then.
Before we pass on to
Beth
Ethan.
here?
Yes, Beth is here. I can see her in the list. Yeah, but I'm not sure if she can hear us. If you Oh, hi. Hi, Beth. Congratulations. Are you having the birds? You're outdoors. Lovely.
Yeah, I'm in Portugal at the moment.
Oh, that's brilliant. Congratulations. Don't know if you want to say a few things about this or not.
Just to say thank you so much, and yeah, the festival's been great. I really enjoyed doing the Q&A and meetings with the filmmakers, and thank you so much for creating the experimental strand as well. I hope that's something that you continue with.
Thank you so much, Beth. Absolutely. Thanks. Congratulations again for this. And I love the birds. The soundtrack is so fitting for our festival. So perfect. So Ethan, your turn to announce the winner of the Paperbird Award in experimental film.
Yeah, firstly, I'd just like to echo Lars's sentiment there, and that me myself, actually, I didn't have much experience with experimental films, but really, really enjoyed the selection we had this year, and I thought it was just really nice to see an experimental strand be added this year. So we decided that the film that won beautifully articulated an ecological subconscious through an impressive combination of surrealist imagery and nature. When the aspect ratio narrows to a square, our gaze remains fixed and we become mesmerized by a film that digs through the screen to reach previously unexplored cinematic terrain. And the winner, by Carolina Monwid-Oleknovich, was Soliloquium.
Well done, Carolina.
Hi guys, thanks a lot. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm honored and delighted for choose my film. So thank you so much for this adorable mention, and this means a lot to me. Sorry, I'm shocked. Yeah. I just want to say that I'm very thankful to the whole team, because I couldn't have done it without you. So obviously I want to thank every single person who worked on the film in spite of many troubles and struggles on the Monk way. So mostly I want to thank my actress, Martyna and Claudia, to open yourself, hearts and minds, you know. So even though we had so many adventures, fought together all the time, laugh and cried memories. So it was inspired me this time. And last but not least, I want to thank everyone who has been an immense support during my personal struggles with the film, and also Simon. And your sound. It was really good experience for me, and I'm very thankful. Okay, so I didn't mention everyone, but by name, but you know how exactly who I'm thinking of. So thank you, and I'm shocked. So yeah, thanks a lot, because it's so Liloquium is my inner voice. So it's very touched me. Yeah. So yeah. Thank you so much. And maybe Simon is here, my sound designer. Are you there, Simon?
I'm kind of am.
Okay. So maybe
Oh, there he is. Oh. Perhaps Simon wants to add something, if he wants.
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Great. I wasn't sure. Thank you. I mean, I'm honored, and I always love to work with Carolina, because she has like some different view on the cinema, and I personally love experimental movies. So I'm really happy that we get along. And thank you for the award and for the festival.
That's so kind of you and so lovely. And your film is unique. Unique doesn't actually suggest what it's like. So if anybody hasn't seen it, definitely you should see it, because it definitely is unique. I can't, many other words. The only thing I was realizing is that the color of the Paper Bird Award for experimental matches the color of your film, because your film is in black and white. a bit silly. We didn't do it on purpose. Anyway, congratulations. I'm sure that there'll be many more recognitions, because this is a really beautiful film and very touching in many different ways. So congratulations.
Thanks so much.
Now let's move on to fiction. And by the way, thank you, Lars and Ethan, for being here as well and presenting this. Ooh. So let's move on to fiction, which, as already mentioned, was programmed by the same people, the same team of students who programmed the experimental strand. Unsurprisingly, fiction is the category for which we had the most overall submissions in the festival. And of course, that made both the selection of the program and even the awards even more challenging. So we had a total of 823 fiction film selections. And the selection, the final program consisted of 10 fiction films from 7 different countries. So let's start once again with the trailer for the fiction film strand, which is also edited by the same editor who made the experimental trailer, James Roberts. So Martin, you can play it. Right. Well, thanks. This was our fiction film trailer, again, edited by James Roberts, our student. Now I'll pass on once again to our jury members who selected the winners. We had 4 members of the jury this year for fiction. So we had 2 students, one of whom is with us today, Ollie Bridges, third-year student studying film at John Moores University, and Molly McGill, who I don't believe is here now. And we had last year's Paper Bird winner for best fiction film, whose name is Alexandra Konoplia, a filmmaker from Ukraine, who is not with us at the moment. And we also have Alice Miller, a film festival programmer and researcher, who has joined us on the call. So please, both Alice and Ollie, if you can present the winners. The plan is, as before, if you could present first the special mention and then the winner. I'm not sure where Ollie is. Nice to see you, Alice.
Hello.
Oh, there's Ollie.
Yeah, I see Ollie here. Yeah, hello everybody. Yeah, I'm going to do the special mention. And yeah, I just wanted to say thank you so much for inviting me to be on the jury this year. It's really been such a pleasure to be involved. And you really do have a gem of a film festival. You know, it's just so exciting to see the future of filmmaking, because that's what, you know, that's what this is a showcase for, and it's a really, really special thing. Obviously, it goes without saying that the filmmaking quality was excellent. And I can't wait to see what all of these filmmakers go on to do next, because it is all going to be brilliant. I also just want to give a shout out to the programmers, because I think they put together a fantastic selection, and especially knowing, you know, how many submissions they got and worked through, you know, it is not easy work. And I think, you know, especially for the fiction, it was a really varied and thoughtful program. So yeah, a big thank you to the programming team and their amazing work. You know, I have a lot of respect and admiration for them. So yeah, the 10 films that we watched were very, very strong. And I would, yeah, again, just echo other kind of jurors' comments that, you know, any one of those films, you know, could have been a worthy winner. And that is, you know, that really is the truth of it. But yeah, before we announce the winner, I'm going to give an honourable mention to a film that, yeah, we thought was a really striking and atmospheric work of science fiction. Some things that we loved about it were its highly original and thought-provoking concept, absolutely stunning cinematography, very haunting sound design, you know, and a kind of beautiful muted color palette. And, you know, overall, it's kind of its reflection on life and death, rebirth. Oh, sorry, my light's gone out here.
We can see you.
Wait. Yeah, it was, you know, a really kind of thoughtful reflection on life, death, rebirth, and it made a lasting impression on us. So it is, of course, There Is No Peace of Mind by Carol Ullman. Honorable mention.
Congratulations to Carol. I don't think Carol is with us here though, but congratulations to Carol. It just so happens that by coincidence, and this is complete coincidence because it was nothing to do with either the programmers or the jury, but Carol actually was the Paper Bird Award winner for the first year of this festival. So he's now back in the list of our winners. So it's nice to already, we have already kind of recurrence there. So yeah, so he's now the special mention for this year. And his film, you know, it is definitely quite a striking and distinctive film, and yeah, definitely worth watching.
So. Okay, I'm gonna pass over to my fellow juror Ollie, who's gonna announce our winner. Take it away, Ollie.
Hello, thank you, Alice. I would just like to sort of, you know, reiterate what everyone else, the other jurors have said. There has sort of been this outstanding quality of filmmaking that was shown throughout this festival, and it's just really nice and inspiring to see as someone who's just really got into the world of film. It's really nice, inspiring. So thank you all for that. In regards to the winner of the Fiction Paper Bird Award, it was sort of a great piece of collaborative filmmaking and a moving story of a woman's pain. Something we loved was the inclusion of the filmmaker's family members and how it drew from those authentic, intimate 8mm home movies. We were equally impressed by the powerful dialogue, superb editing. There was fantastic cinematography, and something that stuck out was a really strong sound design. we felt that all these components came together to make a highly impactful and affecting work. And this film is, of course, Rue, directed by Casey Eldridge.
Congratulations, Casey. Yes, Casey is there. This is
hello.
the Paper Bird for you, the Paper Bird Award for you.
Oh, thank you. Thanks, Ollie. That's very kind words. Thank you, all the jurors. Yeah, great project. Great to be able to work with my family. They all did amazingly well. Overall, a really good experience. So I'm really glad to be part of the festival. And yeah, thanks Lars as well. He was my lecturer at the time of filming, so a lot of help.
That is true, and that is another coincidence that had nothing to do with any planning at all. You know, just happened that Lars. I mean, it was in you know.
I
Connect to our festival.
I wasn't on the jury. I was on the jury of the experimental. I didn't have any influence.
I know.
But,
and nor, of course, the selection of Cassie's film. They had nothing to do with that. So well done, Cassie and Lars. But your film is quite distinctive, actually, very distinctive in terms of the fact that precisely you kind of embed, connect rather, archival footage with the actual fictionalized story played by your family. This is really impressive, and the fact that they actually are good actors as well, because sometimes amateur actors, I mean, I presume they're not professionals, your family don't necessarily manage that well, but this is great, and this is yours, very, very well deserved.
Oh, thank you.
We look forward to seeing what next.
Oh, great.
With or without family members.
Thank you very much.
Good. Congratulations again. Right. So this concludes the 2023 Paper Bird Awards online ceremony. It doesn't conclude the festival yet, nor does it conclude all the awards. It does not conclude all the festival because films are still available on the website until Friday. And for those in Liverpool and the vicinity, we will be screening all the winning films, all of the films who have been announced and presented here on Friday evening. Now, if you are around, if you're able to come to join us, visit our website to book a free ticket. It'll be a great event. Two of our MA students will host it, and then we will have a party with a DJ, a member of our team, the program leader, actually Keith Marley. So it should be a nice evening. And actually, that's a first for us because it's the first live event we'll have. Everything so far has been online on this festival, and this year we decided we can actually start expanding it on a kind of with real actual screenings. So we will not be able to. We're not inviting you. Unfortunately, we cannot bring you over to Liverpool, but we'll make sure that you will have enough documentation for you filmmakers so you can see how it all took place and you can kind of virtually share the experience for you. Now, the other thing that's not quite over yet is the awards, in the sense that there is one more award that has not been announced yet, and we don't know yet because this is the Audience Award. Voting for this award, the Audience Award will receive a little white paper bird, by the way. The Audience Award is open for voting until 1 p.m. UK time on Friday. To do that, all people need to do, viewers need to do, is click on the green thumb under each film on the website. So the winner we will find out on Friday, and we will announce the winner on the live event, and we'll show the film as well, and of course on the website. So people vote, get your friends to vote, spread the word, and let's see who's going to be the winner for the Audience Award. Now, once again, then, let me finish by thanking all the filmmakers for submitting their excellent films to the festival, the juries for the time and their very valuable contribution, the university for embracing this festival as a unique opportunity to bring MA students, RMA students, student filmmakers from around the world and audiences together, and very much so, of course, audiences who have already joined us or will be joining us, because all this is to create connection amongst creators and people who can enjoy what creators make. So congratulations to all winners. good luck with your future career. And hopefully we'll see you either in our festival again, if you're still students for a bit longer, or onwards and upwards in some other bigger, better, more impressive even event. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for everybody.